In Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, the Warriors were up by 12 points midway through the first quarter, and I thought to myself, oh yeah. Then shortly after that, they were down by 8 midway through the second quarter, and I thought to myself. Then at the midway point in the fourth quarter, the Warriors were up by 8 again, and I thought to myself, how can things possibly get any better? Then, as you probably know by now, this happened.
Sit outside to Wiggins. Goes by Pull.
Sheesh, guys. Andrew Wiggins put Luka Doncic on a Western Conference Finals poster, and just two things here really quick. First off, this ref here needs to get suspended 1 game for calling that an offensive foul. And second off, I need to log on to Amazon and buy that poster immediately. The playoff Warriors are just a completely different animal than what they were in the regular season. I'm not exaggerating at all either. It's true, they really are completely different than how they were during the 82-game regular season. I mean, let's take a quick look at the facts. Denver beat them 3-1 in the regular season, yet in the playoffs, the Nuggets had no answers to what the Warriors were throwing at them, and eventually, they were gentlemen swept. Then in the second round, the Memphis Grizzlies also beat the Warriors 3-1 in the regular season matchups, but in the playoffs, the Warriors took them out in 6. Then in our third round, the Dallas Mavericks also beat the Warriors 3-1 in the regular season matchups, but as of today, it's 3-0 for Golden State. The Mavericks, just like the rest of them, simply don't have an answer to the Warriors, and in addition, their superstar just became the recipient of what's probably going to be dunk of the playoffs. By the time you watch this video, it'll probably be either a 4-0 sweep, or if the Warriors are kind, they'll put on their suits and gentlemen sweep them. I'm pretty sure that by now, Luka and the Mavericks understand that the Warriors are completely different from the Phoenix Suns. I mean, in this Mavericks series, the Warriors easily won Game 1. Then I knew the Mavs would come out and shoot really well for Game 2, and my gosh, did they come out and shoot or what? I mean, with 2:09 left in the second quarter, Dallas was up by 19. And according to the win probability, there was a 91.6% chance that at this point in time, they'd grab the W. But the Warriors showed their championship experience, and bucket after bucket, they clawed back and took the lead, then never looked back. And in Game 3, the Warriors just went over to the American Airlines Center and sucked the soul out of Dallas. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm pretty sure Jason Kidd is doing this on purpose.
Curry lost it, vacuums it in. Oh,
Look at this guy wearing the white shirt with his hands up. He's standing where the corner shooter should be, and when Steph sees him with his peripheral vision, he probably thought it was Wiggins, and this ended up as a turnover for the Warriors. So that was Game 2, and I figured these antics would just stop there, but then in Game 3...
Sometimes you have nights like that. What Dallas can't afford to do is give up all these...
That was a pretty sweet-looking jumper from Curry, but look again. There's a dude in a white t-shirt standing in the corner where a shooter normally is. I'm almost absolutely positive that Jason Kidd is telling him to do that, which is pretty sneaky if you ask me, but
And one win away, the Golden State Warriors from...
I guess it doesn't matter. Winners never cheat, and cheaters never win. Anyway, the Warriors are just a completely different animal than what they were during the regular season because they peaked too early during the 82-game season. Lost motivation, then the injury bugs came in, and the lineups kept changing, but now in the playoffs, for the most part, the Warriors are healthy, they've peaked again, and they can smell the Larry O'Brien trophy, so all that motivation is back in full force. And with that being said, I want to show you just a few examples of how they're just different from any other teams in the league. Here's Otto Porter with the ball, and here's Curry and Poole. Curry uses Poole as a screen, and when the defenders switch, Curry's initial defender gets caught on the outside, leaving Poole with a wide open lane.
He has been resting for over 20 minutes and Poole inside.
Sheesh, guys. That's the type of problem that teams have to deal with when Curry's on the floor. Next off, their shooting is just out of this world. I mean, look at this one. Here's Poole at the top, and here's Clay. Just watch what he does here.
Thompson off balance, three.
Oh my goodness, guys. The Splash Brothers are no joke. And neither is the Poole party. I mean, check this out. Here's Jordan Poole out on top. He's being guarded by Dorian Finney-Smith, one of the Mavericks' best perimeter defenders. And yet, in this play here, Poole puts Finney-Smith into a blender.
Single digits on the shot clock. Finney Smith watching Poole.
This is one of Dallas's best defenders who slowed down Chris Paul and Devin Booker, but Poole just made him look like breakfast. Next off, what's making this team different from other teams is their hustle and rebounding and getting second chance points. I mean, here's Wiggins at the line. He already made the first free throw, but here's the second one. He missed the second free throw shot, but the Warriors scrambled and fought hard for an extra possession, and then the ball eventually found its way into Klay Thompson's hands. He then takes a one dribble in rhythm three, and this is just automatic.
Moody and they're digging for it, and finally comes up with it. Thompson free!
Anyway, last off why the Warriors team is just a different animal in the playoffs is because Andrew Wiggins is leveling up right before our eyes.
Dumping it in, swirling move, whips it outside to Wiggins. Goes by Poole, and he'll jet down the lane and stop from 14. Wiggins!
Make him defend. All these scorers are going to have to defend.
Wiggins has been good. Dinwiddie's on him.
Oh, good move.
Andrew Wiggins is looking like the Andrew Wiggins who made the All-Star team as a starter, and his versatility on both ends of the floor has been huge for the Warriors in the playoffs. Recently, this is what Steph said of Maple Jordan. "We understand what he's capable of in this league. We understand that he can impact winning basketball. For him, it's just a matter of if he's locked in and engaged in terms of what that actually means, in terms of what you do focus on the court. And that's being physical on defense, taking those matchups seriously, taking on the challenge of it, rebounding the basketball, and then just being aggressive on offense. Even when he dunks on somebody, we just want him to yell. Like, get a tech one time. I just want him to. Whatever the taunting word is, how they give techs now, just go do that one time. We just want to see him just enjoy what he does out there because he can impact winning." Anyway, with the Warriors now up 3-0, when the series is over, they'll probably have a week off of rest before the NBA Finals. Sheesh, guys. I can't believe I'm saying this finally, but the Warriors are finally headed back to the NBA Finals. But before they arrive, they're going to have a week off to rest up and game plan for what's to come. Unfortunately for both Boston and Miami, after they slug this Eastern Conference Finals out, a juggernaut is going to be waiting for them in the next and final round. I mean, out of all 16 teams that entered the playoffs, the Warriors ranked number 1 in points, assists, and then in addition, of all the remaining teams, the Warriors are the best rebounding team as well. On the other hand, it's not looking good for both the Heat and the Celtics. I mean, Jimmy Butler's having knee issues, and Marcus Smart recently rolled his ankle pretty bad. With how they've been playing, I feel like they're going to have a complete slugfest up to 7 games, and as a result, they're going to be so bruised and battered. Then immediately after that, they're going to have to travel to Chase Center and play against a healthy and rested Golden State Warriors team that had a week to game plan. Golden State looks like they're going to be poised to capture their 4th championship with this current dynasty, because they're just a different animal. Anyway, on a slightly different topic here, have you ever wondered what all the playoff eliminated teams should do from here on out? I mean, some of them were really good, but after being eliminated, what's next for them? Well, I took a look at all of them and actually gave my thoughts in this video here. It's a pretty big video, guys, and I'm sure you'll absolutely love it. So hurry and click that beautiful thumbnail, and like always, I'll see you on the other side.